On second down, Jackson out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Here's Jackson. Complete to Janis. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Collins now the lone man in the backfield. 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Being chased, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A dump underneath to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And his pass incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it out.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Throwing is Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Complete, he finds Bray. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10.
Over.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Ravens on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So out come the Bucs now. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over! Watch it now, Barney!
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Detroit!
Looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And all of a sudden they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. A gain of 39 that time. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Over!
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's Jones. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now Leonard Fournette. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try and sneak it here. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Check 3, check 3. No. Check! Patriot! Patriot! Check 43. Switch! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Kill!
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Fournette. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch you now, Barney, Barney.
A handoff to Fournette. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Able to shake him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Jackson from the shotgun. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Detroit!
From the gun, it's Jackson. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Jackson. It fights him off. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Like the footwork back there. I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him.
And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 67 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Terrell Basham in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Watch him now, Barney.
He's going to get it running right. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10.
Over!
They'll toss it to Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Ravens on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 3 yards there. Good enough to keep the drive moving. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense. And that's their first of this 2nd half. Can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Back to throw now on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. A toss running left, Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Fournette uses the stiff arm. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake,
yes,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, now blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Ravens, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals.